No, enough of that. Hello, YouTube, and I'm going to rant today on Fanboy and Chum Chum. Did I say Fanboy and Chum Chum? I meant to say Fat Boy and Dum Dum. That's how stupid this show to me is. I made up words for them. I made up new names for them. Fat Boy and Dum Dum. I really don't like this cartoon, guys. Thank goodness I believe it's on hiatus right now. But I really don't like this show. Okay, let's start out why. For one, you can't stand 1 minute of it. Two, when the intro goes on, like when they start the whistling, you think that it's going to be cool. And then you're, okay, what else is on TV? I just don't like this show. For one, it's just a sorry excuse for a cartoon. Because, well, let's start with the plot, for one. Okay, so there's just two idiots who run around with their underwear over top of their clothes, trying to act like Quail Man, and their eyes are really creepy, they're just stupid, and the thing about that is, both of them are stupid. Why couldn't maybe Chum Chum been the dumb one, and Fanboy been the smart one, or Fanboy been the dumb one, and Chum Chum been the smart one? They're both dead. They're both stupid. So I would say Fanboy is a little bit smarter than Chum Chum, but you need someone who's really smart in a show sometimes, and you need the dumb one. And really, without someone who's smart, they don't really have a way of, they don't have a way of success, kind of, whenever they go on one of their so-called superhero adventures. So, let's also get into the point. Let's now talk about the character. Now, there's Kyle, who is supposed to be the Squidward of Fanboy and Chum Chum. And there's Fanboy, who is supposed to be somehow he's supposed to be the main character, and he's a fan of comic books, fantasy, science fiction, and action figures. Now, what superhero is he supposed to be dressed up like? I mean, unless he's his own superhero. But then, when I first read the plot of this show, before it first aired, I thought it was going to be about superheroes. Okay, so it's not about superheroes. But now what? I mean, why do they dress up like superheroes and they don't even do anything adventurous? They don't go on adventures. They don't have parents, for crying out loud. How can one not see at least 5 episodes of the show and not realize they don't have parents? They live in some dumb treehouse of fanboys, and they practically have no life. The teachers are so dumb. There are no parents. I mean, it's just bad for the mind. Chum Chum is voiced by a woman, and it's just, apparently Fanboy and Chum Chum was a pilot on Random Cartoons, which is a Nicktoons series, but I don't see how it made it as a show. Kyle is the classmate of Fanboy and Chum Chum, and he is a preteen wizard who loathes Fanboy and Chum Chum for their lack of intelligence. Sounds like Squidward, but how do you hate someone because of their lack of intelligence? I mean, intelligence isn't all there is to life. I mean, you need to be intelligent, but it's not the only thing. He has some weird book that talks and that has spells and information in it. And then there's Bug, who is a short-tempered, bop-happy bully who is obsessed with the video game Chimp Chomp, a parody of Donkey Kong, which he plays at the Frosty Mart often instead of working. Bug's voice, a parody of John Travolta, voiced by Jeff Bennett. Lenny is an accident-prone junior manager at the Frosty Mart, and he finds himself irritated by Fanboy and Chum Chum and sometimes gets a stress twitch when they annoy him. And there's Mr. Mufflin, which is the grouchy yet playful teacher voiced by Jeff Bennett. How is he playful? And I think he's quite dumb. Oz is the owner of a local comic shop. The boys consider Oz a friend and the most knowledgeable human being ever. Though he is a nerdish know-it-all who lives with his elderly mother. He's voiced by Josh Duhamel. Yo is another of Fanboy and Chum Chum's classmates. She is happy-go-lucky gadget fangirl who loves her Yamaguchi digital pets. She has a rather insane crush on Chum Chum. One of her pets is named Scampers. Yo has black hair, wears a yellow shirt, plaid skirt, I don't really care, blah blah blah, and is voiced by Diana Liu. Now I wanted to talk about a specific thing, which was a character who was in one episode. His name was Fanbot. Now he was a robotic version of Fanboy. And he was just kind of annoying. Now, in that episode, I felt Fanboy and Chum Chum were extra dumb because they kept basically the plot was he wanted to become a robot to be smarter. But instead of putting the robot's brain in his head, in his body, he put his body in the robot's body, so that he would have robot claws. Now, that was really stupid. And then he failed everybody in the class after he offered to do their homework, to do their test and their homework. That was just dumb. Really dumb. My main point is, I may not have given that much detail on the show, but it bothers me. It annoys me. I don't like it. I like the animation. That's the only thing I like. I like the whistling at the beginning of the intro. And from there on, I hate the intro. And that's pretty much it. This show ruins Nicktoons. And I hope it gets canceled soon. If not, screw you, Nickelodeon. Good job at being original, but bad job at not having a good show. Anyway, I know that everybody makes mistakes and they're not going to always have good shows, but this show is just despicable. It's not good. So I'll see you guys. Bye.